Hello Taurus, and welcome to your monthly tarot advice video for the month of May. We're going to be switching things up here and starting with some oracle. This is the Oracle of Fairies. I've been having a lot of fun using these in the personal readings that I offer. As always, there's a link down below. But for the collective readings, as always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. We'll see, what does Taurus need to know about the month ahead, please, Spirit? We have protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So right now, it's a perfect time to get grounded, get protected. Maybe it is wearing some protective crystals, maybe cleansing your space, grounding yourself. As we go through tarot, we'll find out a little bit deeper on what this might be for you. Right off the bat, we have the Chariot. Let's see what else we have coming out for your energy. What's the Taurus month looking like? We have the Six of Wands and the Three of Wands. This is very interesting. I feel like you're not slowing down for anyone at this time. We have 111 on the timer, so it feels like this is just the beginning for you, Taurus. I feel like usually I was thinking like, oh, it's Taurus season, it's Taurus energy, it's gonna be like nice and slow and chill and relaxed. But right now I'm just seeing you almost like fired up. You're like, okay, next step, keep going, we're winning here, why would I slow down? Such interesting energy coming through for you right now. Let's see what your challenges for this month might be. So we have the Tower. Okay, let's see what else do we have for Taurus, please, as a challenge. The Four of Pentacles. I feel like maybe you're clinging onto a crumbling tower here. One more card, please, for the challenges, please, Spirit. We have Temperance. That's so funny. When I was pre-shuffling Oracle, we had the Moderation card come out. And let me see if I can find her really quickly. I was thinking, oh, that would make sense for Taurus, you know, slowing down, taking time out. And with Temperance coming out, I feel like maybe that is the similar energy here. Where is this Miss Moderation? Here we go. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily. Although the fairies say a little bit of what you fancy is fine. And I think if we take away the fact that it's talking about food, is there something you know you shouldn't be doing? Are you overworking yourself? Are you not relaxing? Are you maybe not giving time and energy to people around you? It's all about this balance and moderation. Like even the card says here on the bottom, a little bit of what you fancy is fine. There's nothing wrong with indulging here, Taurus, but it's as and when. And I feel like right now you may be getting to a point of overworking yourself and needing to maybe let go a little bit, let loose a little bit. Back to that, the Four of Pentacles comes out underneath the Tower. I feel like, again, saying you maybe are hanging on to a crumbling tower. Maybe you've known that you've needed to let go of these habits, these patterns, or maybe just the path that you're on isn't the best for you and you're holding on a bit too tightly. Again, a little bit of what you fancy is fine, but we need to do everything in balance and everything in moderation. Too much of a good thing is still bad for you. For your work and career, what do Taurus need to know for the month of May, please? We have the Queen of Swords. What else do we have for Taurus, please, Spirit? Oh, we have a few coming out. We'll take the King of Swords and the Magician. I feel like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Taurus. I had sneezed during your video and I've just realized that I've bit my tongue and it is so bleeding in my mouth. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that had so sidetracked me. But we have the Queen of Swords coming out, the Magician, and we have the King of Wands. Now this is to do with your work, your career, and your purpose. Right now, I want to keep saying it's all about, with the Queen of Swords and the Magician, it's really about getting clear on where you're going and how you're getting there. Again, I with the Magician, I keep wanting to come back to it. This feels like this is just the beginning for you, because obviously Magician is technically the first card in the Major Arcana. So you're kind of having, I don't know why I feel like you have a lot of big decisions to make. Maybe you're in a position of power that you've not really been put into before. And I feel like with the King of Wands here, it's almost that energy of fake it till you make it. You know, you wanted this position. You're here now. It's about, you know, making it work. It was never going to be as easy as you had thought. If it was so easy, everybody would be doing it. And I think that's why you're striving for this path, Taurus, is because you're striving for a life that not everybody has, and not what everybody else is doing. Let's take a look at your connections this month. This can be friendships, relationships, families. We have the Hierophant. The Taurus's connections, please, Spirit. Whoa, we have a lot of cards coming out here. Two of Wands, the Seven of Swords. These two specifically, I want to say this feels like be careful of plans being sabotaged, or people going back on their word or going back on their plans. Maybe someone is not as reliable for a plan that you had hoped. We also have the Queen of Cups. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, I feel like someone, I don't want to use the word they're gonna F you over here, but it feels like it's gonna be a very emotional time of something. And I feel like this is something maybe you've been planning for a long time that gets messed up here, that gets forgotten about or completely blown over. I feel like that's something to be careful of this month. But I feel like for you it's more a learning lesson, a time to learn a lesson about who's a true friend, who you can trust to do big plans with, and who you maybe can't trust for the big plans. For your advice and the best way to navigate the month, let's see what you need to know. What does Taurus need to know? What is that? The Ten of Wands. Let's see what else. We have Strength, and one more card, please, Spirit. We have the Four of Cups. I think this is leading back into I don't know why I want to say some things are not built to last. Some things are meant to be over, and it's not always your fault. When you have to let go of these burdens, when you have to have these endings, it can be difficult to get through. It can be upsetting. I was gonna say for you it feels like it's about how you carry yourself, but it's not even about that. I think it's about the Queen of Cups. I feel like it is about, oh my gosh, it's about your stability with emotions. Sorry, my inner Virgo is going crazy with all these cards here. With the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles reversed, I feel like this is really a test of your patience here, especially with Strength coming through. It's the universe trying to test, like, are you as emotionally secure as you said you were? Can you handle the things that you said, you know, that can you handle things that you had learned lessons from in the past? Have you really grown? I was gonna say it feels like it's about proving yourself here. I feel like you've maybe said, like, well, next time they mess me around, I'm you know, putting my foot down. And I think this is the universe being like, okay, well, you said that, but can you actually stick to it? So I'm gonna go ahead and start clarifying here. I want to clarify this protection. So maybe this protection coming out is about you protecting your word, protecting your inner peace, protecting your own energy from the people that are sucking your energy, draining your energy, and that don't really deserve your energy. Let's see, what is this protection for our lovely Taurus? Three of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So yeah, it really is about you sticking to your words here, proving that to yourself that you're gonna put yourself first, that I was really going to say that you trust your own word, that, you know, you're not going to keep letting yourself get hurt and putting yourself in hurtful situations, you know. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, you know. It definitely feels like that's the energy surrounding this protection card here. Clarify the Chariot for Taurus, please. So we have Death reversed. Be careful of running on empty. With the Chariot, we want to keep going and charging ahead, but sometimes we will start to run on fumes and we will not be getting far there, and there will not be a lot of change or transformation during those times. So that is something to be aware of here, Taurus. Slowing down again, balance, moderation is key for you this month. Indulging is fine, but don't overindulge. And I feel like that's a theme that I've been noticing in these readings, is people confusing slowing down and stopping. You know, relaxing, chilling out, having some time for yourself does not mean that you're neglecting your goals or you're going to stop moving and you're not going to get where you're trying to go, you know. One cheat day every now and then is not going to completely set off your progress. Clarify this Three of Wands. We have the Four of Swords. So it really is about maybe even having to schedule in and plan some rest for yourself. This doesn't feel very Taurus energy, so that's very interesting. But yeah, maybe it is about having to schedule some time for yourself here. Let's see, what's the Six of Wands? The Chariot. Yeah, slowing down is not stopping. There's still success in taking time for yourself. The Chariot's not going to go without you, okay? If you just have a little break, have a little rest. The Tower, can we clarify this for Taurus, please? We have, what is this? The Nine of Wands. So again, this is coming back to setting those boundaries so you're not overworking yourself to the point of starting to mess things up, causing chaos, causing things to not work out in your favor. We also have the Magician for the Four of Pentacles. Just because you manifested hard work and you manifested to be dedicated and you're trying to do that, does not mean that you need to be working yourself to the bone. It does not mean that you can't relax a little, let go a little, let loose a little. Again, it comes back to this Temperance card, which I don't even feel like I need to clarify because it is all about balance and moderation. Taking those steps, taking those breaks. You're still in the early stages. You're still learning. You're still growing. 11-11. So you really are manifesting yourself to be dedicated to this path. And that's not a bad thing, Taurus. But again, you need to be having energy and to be able to put into yourself on the path that you want. And you're not going to have the energy if you're not taking a step back, taking time to recharge, reset. The Queen of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Tower. The Queen of Swords. Clarifying the Queen of Swords. You already know all of this, and I can probably imagine that you're sitting there rolling your eyes at me and not wanting to listen, but again, it's just going to cause more chaos and more bad luck and things not working in your favor if you're not putting yourself first. Magician, clarify this for Taurus, please, Spirit. We have Judgment, Three of Cups. I've not been the only person telling you this. I can sense that right now. I feel like you're definitely having friends tell you this, maybe even family telling you this, colleagues even. You're still not listening. You think you got it all figured out, and I feel like that's not going to work out. We also have the Queen of Wands coming out. So you're very overly confident in yourself right now, Taurus, and that could potentially be your downfall here. Clarify this King of Wands for me. We have the Moon. Again, fake it till you make it is one thing, but don't be too fake, because then you'll forget who you are. For the Hierophant and the Two of Wands, we have Justice. Making sure it's a balanced plan that we're making here. Again, I feel like I don't know why I feel like maybe you're preaching to your friends, like, you have to put yourself first, you have to love yourself, you know, you can't just work all the time, you know, you got to hang out with your friends and hang out with yourself, and you're preaching like that, and I feel like you're not doing that, you're not listening, and I feel like it's causing chaos here. Clarify this Seven of Wands and this Queen of Cups, please, Spirit. We have the Page of Cups and the Emperor. Again, I feel like it's coming back to someone testing your patience, testing how you ask them to do something, they don't do it, they don't show up in it, and I think this is a test to see if you, again, like I said, you've learned and you've grown and you're more emotionally secure. I feel like this is the universe trying to test if you're still going to be just as reactive as you used to be. You know, have you done that emotional inner child work that needed to happen? Have you had those conversations? Have you learned? Have you grown? This is the time to test that, you know. When this moment comes, take a deep breath, take a step back, you know. Remember how you wish to deal with things and not how you used to deal with things. I think that's very important for you at this time. Clarify this Eight of Pentacles reversed for me, please, Spirit. We have the King of Cups. So again, this really is all about your emotional world and your stability in your emotional world. I feel like things like this, these little tests, these people maybe not sticking to their word, messing you around. I feel like before, maybe you think very black and white about things. It would be very extreme, very emotional, very reactive. And I feel like, I don't want to say you have to kind of turn that part of you off, but it feels like that's how you deal with it. If like and now you're just like, right, shut that down. I'm not that person. That's not what we do. That's not how we react. I don't think that is going to be able to serve you forever. So that might be why this is a lesson right now. It might be, we might be reactive when this happens to us. And it's not to say that you have failed, Taurus. It's to say that you need to go back and say, okay, well, in situations like that, my coping mechanisms didn't work. I needed to change this. I should have done this differently. And then use it as a learning experience, okay? It doesn't have to be as black and white as I failed. I was over emotional. I was reactive. I didn't handle that how I wanted to. I blew up. All of these things, you could think about it negatively, but you could also flip it and be like, okay, it didn't go how I wanted, but that's shown me a flaw in my plan, a flaw in my coping, a flaw where I can try and learn and grow. And I think that's a very important theme for you this month. We have the 10 of Wands. Clarify the 10 of Wands for Taurus, please, Spirit. Clarify this 10 of Wands. We have Temperance. So again, it is coming back to looking after yourself is not a burden. Putting yourself first is not a burden. And, you know, taking time for yourself is not completely putting an end to all of your goals. It's okay. Like I said, slowing down is not stopping. You do have to take time for yourself. Okay, I want to say, like, slow and steady wins the race. It doesn't always have to be full speed ahead here. Strength, clarify this, please, Spirit. We got the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. Don't overthink it. If you need to ask for help, ask for help. Again, if you've got a lot on your plate, you don't have to be the only one dealing with it, carrying it. There's a lot of opportunities for you out there to learn and to grow and to help others when you start putting yourself out there and asking for help if that's what you need. And the 4 of Cups, clarify this, please, Spirit. We have the Star. I think a big thing for you right now, Taurus, is looking at everything as an opportunity to learn. Looking at everything as an opportunity to grow, to heal, to do better, you know? It's not that things are happening to you, that look at them, that they're happening for you as opportunities, you know? I think that's very important for you. I don't know why, but I feel like you think very much in extremes. You think very much in it's black and it's white and it's this way and it's that way. And I think what's happening right now, this big shift that you're having this month, is really so that you can learn how to be maybe less reactive, how you can learn to set appropriate boundaries, protect your own energy, put yourself first. It's not selfish, Taurus. But that is all I have for your reading. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, do all of those YouTube things. If it resonated, please let me know. I do offer personal readings. They are linked down below as always. And if you've watched this far, I truly appreciate you.